Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shri Rakora, Hari Das, Guruji, Guru Maharaj, Shri Rakora, Hari Das, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Sri Radha Hari Das is the savior of the world. Represents Vishwambara. Vishwambara, soundless power, living force for the whole world. There is enough spirit, there is enough joy, there is enough knowledge for everybody. Just connect to Sri Radha Hari Das. And you're connected to the true vine, you're connected to the source. Every place is coming from there, every power is coming from there. It's all about my Guruji, Srila Gaura Hari Das, Son of God, friend of God, associate of Chaitanya, dearmost friends of Radharani. Srila Gaura Hari Das spreads the most beautiful bliss in the world, makes all of us so happy eternally, forever and ever, living in bliss with the Lord, by being connected to the Son of God, Srila Gaura Hari Das. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, chant the golden mantra, congregation of chanting together with Guruji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Haribol, Hare Krishna everybody, Nitai Chandra, Aman, Chaitanya Lila and Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna, Guru Maharaj, Namaste. All my glories to you, all glories to you, all my obeisances to your lotus feet. For prema emanates from you. For this prema of Chaitanya, Krishna Prem is delivered by you. And you're the one who really takes us out of the darkness of ignorance. Your teachings are most beautiful, are most powerful, conclusive truth. Your teachings give the real Radha and the real Krishna in our hearts. You're the flute, the hollowed out flute, the pure flute of Krishna. That's why I have faith in you. That's why I trust you. That's why I follow you wherever you go. Lila Goraridas, I propagate you. I advertise you because of your beauty, because of your love and your devotion, because of your connection with Radha Krishna. I propagate you because you propagate the beautiful current of devotion. That's why you are the Acharya, the next Acharya, Acharya of today. I follow your example, Guru Maharaj. Hare Krishna. Sorry, these are the same tunes of yesterday. I forgot to. Srila Gauraridas Maharaj, my savior, our savior, the savior of the world. Gauraridas got the order of the previous Acharya. Srila Prabhupada, who wanted you to do what you did, show the symptoms of ecstatic love and infect the world. You touch my soul by your example, by the rays of the Lord. Srila Gauraridas, Guru Maharaj, you are the savior, savior of the world. You bring us to the other side, back to the path. So beautiful. You bring the power, the living force of Chaitanya. You're carrying him, my sweetest Lord is living inside of you. Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Gaura Chandra, Gaura Hari, Gaura, Govinda, Your Chaitanya, Sweet Chaitanya, living force, powerful one. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming back in this anger. Now you are here, Chaitanya. You're working here in this place. You are cleaning all those temples so that the Lord can come in our hearts. Chaitanya, Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya, sweetest one, spiritual one, Chaitanya, deliverer through my Guruji. Srila Gauraridas is the one who woke me up by waking up Krishna inside of my heart. And I've just changed. I have changed. Completely changed. And my life has changed. Everything around me changed. My situation changed. My connection changed. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. I chant the golden mantra, and there is a certain effect that the Lord has on me. He makes me crazy. Crazy from love for him, crazy for Chaitanya. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, and Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Grand rising people, grand rising. It's another day, another blissful day, like the first morning. Every day, new and fresh. That's Krishna. New bliss like never before. New knowledge like never before. He's fresh every day, new and fresh. Hare Krishna.
Sweet
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare By the mercy of my Guruji, love flows over my heart. I start to become capable to love him, to love her. Srila Gauraridas, Guru Maharaj, you told me how to love my Lord. And you showed it day after day. You showed your tears and your devotion to all of us. Guru Maharaj, you planted the seed of devotion in my heart. Purified me and allowed the Lord with me. You really introduced me. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. Guru, Guru, Guru. Thank you, Guru Maharaj. You represent Nityananda. You're my lawyer. You're my helper. You're my guide. You brought me back to the Holy Land. Holy place where I can breathe the Lord. Holy place when I can hear His heart. Holy place that is my home. Guru Maharaj, you brought me back home. Guru Maharaj, you brought me back to God. Finally, I have my eternal life. Vrindavan, Vrindavan, that's where you brought me to. Vrindavan, Vrindavan, land of glory, land of the living God, land of Radha and Krishna, land of spirit and truth, land of fruit being drunk of love of God. Beautiful Vrindavan, land of communion, land of meetings with the saint, land of feeling home and close to all of them, land of feeling, heart beating from chest to chest, beautiful land, beautiful state, land of cloud of love, land of light and knowledge, light and intoxication, drunken of discovering the deepest Lord inside. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Land of drips, drips of nectar, land of drips of love and oceans, oceans of love, oceans of bliss, 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 bliss. Land of God, land of Radha, land of Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Land of golden mantra, land of eternal staying dead, land of self-realization, land of closeness, land of touch, land of embrace with the Lord. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Vrindavan, most beautiful place that exists. There is no better place than this. Guru Maharaj, strongest man on earth, most powerful one, most intelligent one, carrying the intelligence of the Lord, carrying the intelligence of the Lord. Master, master, spiritual master, the one I will follow forever. Master of my heart, master of my soul. Srila Gaura Haridas, you are my eternal guide, you are my eternal master, master, master. Bring me to the Lord. Srila Gaura Haridas, powerful preacher, bring eternal truth to us. Gives us devotion. Srila Haridas gives us the esoteric truth. The truth of the deepest Krishna, the blackest boy. He hides and seeks, he plays hide and seek. But we find him more by the association of Guru. We more easily find the Lord because of Guru Maharaj. Srila Gaura Haridas. He brings us to the goal of life because he knows the goal of life better than anybody else. Only you deserve the praise. Guru Maharaj, only you deserve the praise. Only you deserve the praise. Only you brings us there to the miracle of the Lord, to the miraculous communion with the Lord. Beautiful relation with the Lord, association with the Lord, understanding of the Lord, being close with my Lord, close with my Lord, because of Guruji, only because of Guruji. Center is Guruji. All glories to Guruji. Hare Krishna. Nice to see you, Chaitandra Lila Dasa. Now you're always there. I don't know about everyone else, but I'm linking up with this great devotee to have a friend like Lalita is to have the Lord in your pocket. Well, we have the same master, Chaitanya, and that's what binds us. That's our family name, Guru Maharaj, Srila Guru Haridas. That is our family name, man. Oh, the sun will shine today. We will have a warm day today, maybe. I will continue reading where Guru was reading about, because I love it. I loved it actually. The killing of the demon Putana. The power is when you follow Srila Guru Haridas, and you get deeply connected, and he turns you into a devotee, because he baptizes you with water and fire in the name of the Lord. And then little by little, you become a real associate of the Lord. And the Lord starts to share his secrets with you. But he has so many. He can't share all of them in once. So every time that you read those pastimes, the Lord shows you other things. It's an endless story. That's why we call him every day new and fresh. Krishna is really every day new and fresh. What he shares with us is new and fresh. He is his truth. He is his knowledge. It's not different from his knowledge. And he shows us to us. And it's so powerful, beautiful, and so interesting to learn. It's always a challenge, and I'm always so excited. What will he show me today? Some pastimes are endless stories, you know. Srila Guru Haridas is a demon slayer. Oh yeah, be sure of that. He's like Lord Parasurama, and his words are the mind access, cutting the demons in us and in the world to pieces. Yeah, he protects us. What a powerful Guru we have. He protects us, and he protects his Lord. Can you imagine how powerful he is? He protects God. He protects God's knowledge. He's really very, very protective. And if he wouldn't do that, we would not receive the right knowledge. We would be informed like those Vaidhi Bhaktas wrongly. not completely, not conclusively, and not esoterically. And that's just what I want. I just want to have the esoteric truth. I want to have the depth. Yeah. So, yeah, let's read chapter 6. Oh, glories to my Guru, Sri Agora Haridas. Oh, glories to Lord Chaitanya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. I will read from in the beginning. Sukadeva Goswami continued. This is verse 1. Canto 10 of Srimad Bhagavatam, chapter 6. Sukadeva Goswami continued. My dear king, while Nanda Maharaj was on the way home, he considered that what Vasudeva had said could not be false or useless. There must have been some danger of disturbances in Gokula. As Nanda Maharaj thought about the danger for his beautiful son, I love Nanda Maharaj's love for Krishna. He thought about the danger, about his beautiful son Krishna. He was afraid, and he took shelter at the lotus feet of the Supreme Controller. You should always be aware for the danger for your beautiful son Krishna. Just like Nanda Maharaj does, because there is always danger from all sides. So many want to kill your bhakti. People are sneaky. They want to kill your bhakti because they are jealous of the Lord. They are jealous of the Lord inside of you. They want to be better than the Lord. They are afraid of the Lord. That's why they want to get rid of him. That's why they are offensive towards the devotees. But they don't know how powerful a devotee can be. Protecting that baby like a lion. Not want to give up. Don't touch. Don't you dare. Don't you dare to touch this holy presence. Don't you dare to touch the truth that's coming out of Krishna's mouth. Don't you dare. Real devotees, they really protect him with all they can. The first thing they think about is saving my baby. Don't touch Don't touch my guru, because my guru is the biggest protector of Krishna. If you touch him, Krishna is lost. He's the one who's protecting Krishna here in the world. He's the one who protects his holy word. Nobody else. But Srila Gaurari does. If you touch him, oh my God, I'm going to hit you with my elbows, man. It's not going to happen. Nobody is so protective towards my Lord as Srila Gaurari does. Therefore, he deserves our fight. He really deserves that we fight for him, for his knowledge, that we advertise him, that we fight for what he says and say this is the most conclusive truth, that we fight for respect towards him because he represents the Lord. He takes care of the Lord. He protects the Lord. He's the one who knows the Lord. We depend on Guru Maharaj if we want to go back to Godhead. But even if you don't think about that, you just love him. You just love him for what he does. You love him for his love for the Lord. Because it's so beautiful to see that. It's to see, to experience, to understand how beautifully somebody can love God. It touches your heart. It melts you. And that's actually his purpose. He wants us to melt. Have success, Guru Maharaj. You have so much success in life because of your devotion. Because of your devotion, you melt our hearts. You make us happy because you are devoted to the Lord. You have much more power than you can imagine. You're doing many more things than you even can imagine. The Lord always shows me more and more beauty of his beloved son, Srila Gaurari. While Nanda Maharaj was returning to Gokula, the same fierce Putana, whom Kamsa had previously engaged to kill babies, she was wandering about in the towns, cities, and villages, doing her nefarious duty. I think that, everybody has his duty. Demons have their duty as well. They only want to destroy. They want to kill. They glorify the darkness. Demons glorify the darkness. They don't want to hear the truth. Putana doesn't want to hear the truth. She wants to glorify the darkness. She wants to fight the truth because she's so jealous. So jealous on Krishna over and over again. So then we don't have to be very surprised that Putana never got this knowledge that devotees have. She never receives the Vedanta that real devotees have because she's jealous. The Lord doesn't want to share anything about himself. He doesn't want to give her any deep truth. He only gives it to his real dear friends. That's why only real devotees receive real truth from the Lord, and others speculate. out of being ignorant, wanting to teach, and but the Lord is not coming, not at all. They can dress themselves like a devotee, but we are not there yet. Once upon a time, I will read that. Putana, who could move according to her desire and was wandering in utter space. Demons are powerful. They, of course, they can uh, uh, move according their own desire. And the Lord is merciful. He let them do what they want to do. They have their free will. He let them do. But after a while, he shows up and he cuts them down. He kills those demons. When he sees, oh, la, 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 it's getting a little bit too dangerous for my devotees. Then he kills the demons. Krishna always protects his friends. But Putana, who could move according to her desire and was wandering in utter space, she converted herself by mystic power into a very beautiful woman and thus entered Gokula, the abode of Nanda Maharaj. They have so many tricks. They have so many false words. I think about Arjai, for instance, who was really glorifying my Guru Maharaj and comparing Guru Maharaj with a beautiful, soft, sweet teddy bear, etc., etc. Meanwhile, he had a plan to kill the little Krishna or to steal the devotees from Guru Maharaj because he wanted to start up his own Sangha. But because he was a demon, because the Lord was not giving him the right understanding, he heard something, Arjai. He heard something. He heard it's all about association. And he thought, if I associate with a disciple of Srila Gaura Haridas, and me, both of so him and then that disciple, if I associate with her, we will become a strong team. It's all about association. He did not understand that it was all about association with the true vine, with that one chosen one, the one chosen one. Not everybody has been chosen to do the same job. Arjai did not receive the order of Srila Prabhupada. There was Srila Gaura Haridas. So he understood something, but because his bhakti was not strong enough, he did not receive the whole understanding of the Lord. And by the way, Krishna knew his plan, so he let him act for a little while. But then, later, Krishna gave him a big punishment, lots of loneliness. Oh my God. Putana ends very lonely actually. So yeah, what to do? You can act like a devotee. And now I had several, in these few years that I'm in the Sangha, I saw a few examples who are really practical examples for Putanas. Externally, they look like devotees. Even in Vaidhi Bhaktas, many of them look like devotees and they are not at all devotees. But even with the ecstatic ones, Christina, who said that Srila Gaura Haridas needed to be purified. And when he's pure enough, he can come to receive her teachings. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Stupid woman, not understanding anything. And then asking Johan to become her guru. Why then did she need a guru? Why did if she would become the teacher? So she had no knowledge at all. She made a big mix of everything. just because she did not want to accept that purification. It's all the time, every time, the same history. It's because they don't want to admit that they need to be purified. They, from the moment those snakes, they think they are pure devotees and they are above Guru. And Guru needs to be pure. Oh, Guru needs to be purified, not you. Oh my God, this is very interesting, actually. Very, very interesting. She blocked me because I said that River Yamuna was a real devotee. She could not bear that. Her heart could not accept that River Yamuna was a devotee because she was a devotee. While she was a tourist, she came and she left, and she came and she left, and Yamuna always stayed. So why couldn't I say? She became furious. She blocked. First, she wrote a whole letter talking bad, and then she blocked me, not wanting to give the credit to another devotee who had the symptoms of ecstatic love, not wanting to give the credit to the Lord Himself, thinking that you are higher than the Lord. If you think that you are better than Satchitananda, if you think that you are better than the Lord, you are a putana. You want to kill the Lord out of jealousy for Him. Because if you kill the devotees, if you're a pest for the devotees, you are a pest for the Lord. Don't you understand that He's living inside of them? If you kill a devotee, you are killing the Lord. Don't you understand it? It's very, very offensive. Very, very offensive not to want to accept and see the devotion of somebody else. And that's what some do. And then they make you afraid because you don't dare to tell them the truth because you think that you will be offensive while they don't care. They don't care at all. So you bite on your lip for years and years and years. I can't be offensive because it's an ecstatic devotion and they don't care. They talk bad about you, they exclude you, they do whatever they want. They block you for a little word, only because they think they are more superior than the Lord that you are carrying inside. How hypocrite is that? And saying, I offer my deepest obeisances to all the real associates of Lord Chaitanya. What about the associates of Lord Chaitanya who are in the Sangha? You're cursing them. You're really cursing them. That is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Just because they correct you, then you are not a true follower, then you can be corrected. You can be corrected. You can make a fault, If we say you can be corrected because you're not really representing my Lord, then you can look inside of yourself and say, let's think about that. Or let's have a debate. What do you mean? How can I improve myself? Or is that really true? Am I really offending my guru? Or I didn't know that. I will apologize and I will do it better. No, 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 no. Defending yourself and accusing and making politics and doing all kinds of things because you can't accept that somebody corrects you, making a fight for months and months. And meanwhile, continuing just playing that you are a highly developed devotee, chanting in ecstasy and having followers and let everybody come and continue defending yourself and continue preaching next to what Guru preaches, continue ignoring all that he says, being so proud, no apologies, uh, and keep on defending yourself, keep on defending what you said. not saying I was wrong, not understanding actually that the devotee told you you are not a real follower because you have a different opinion. No being proud that you have a different opinion. Yes, I have a different opinion, and Lalita and Gorahari, they will not agree with me, but whatever, I don't care at all. I have a different opinion. I'm equal to Guru. I'm equal to Krishna. See, meanwhile, he's killing, he's killing all those little Krishnas who are little fetuses inside of the heart who are even not developed yet. Some already die. Um, Meanwhile, he's hurting all those little hearts, confusing everybody, taking them away even from Guru because they cannot bear the so-called fights because they hear this, there they hear that. What should we believe now? We are newcomers. Who should we believe? Well, believe Lalita. Believe Lalita and believe Govinda, who are really close to Guru Maharaj. And who received this bhakti and who are grateful for that, and who are growing and who can showing in their preaching that really the Lord is trusting us because we are following the most trustworthy personality in the world, Srila Gaura Haridas. That what he is doubting, that what Putana is doubting, where he's talking bad about. And then making politics with neophytes that love to take revenge because to them also you corrected their unrespectful behavior. So yeah, they formed cliques then, and then what use does it have? What do you have to win by that? Nothing. Because Krishna always wins, and he's on our side. He is on the side of Guru. Don't you see that? Can't you see that Guru is more powerful than you and you will lose? Maybe you have a chance if you let the Lord finally purify you through Guru and his devotees. But that's the problem for neophytes, for newcomers. They don't see the difference. They feel some energy. They see some behavior that looks like ecstasy, and they think, "Oh yeah, wow, he gives me so much energy." What kind of energy? What kind? Also, Arjai also gave me energy. I remember in the beginning, he asked me, "Can I call you?" I said no, because I thought it wouldn't be possible. I cannot understand you. I don't know what kind of English will you speak. I said, no, you write to me. I cannot. Then he started to write me emails. Give me every day a baby step. He gave me that's how he called it. I give you every day a baby step. So, but the first day he called me months later. I had to hold the table, really, because of the ecstasy. But what kind of ecstasy was that? Was I capable to judge about it? No, this was mystic power. He had a certain mystic power. Mina later, much later, she told me that. He had mystic power, Lalita. So I was under his. He also threatened me. He threatened me. He made me very submissive towards him. Very submissive. I was afraid of him. Very afraid of him. He said he ordered me how to react. He gave me orders. Yeah, absolutely. I was very afraid. He was looking at everything that I did. He was watching my videos, giving me comments, saying you were right, you were wrong, etc., etc. That was a real putana. So we need to be warned for that, really, newcomers, because newcomers are ignorant. You're just ignorant. You don't know, and they can say whatever they want, and you cannot judge. We cannot judge about these powers. You feel, whoa, whoa, when Arjai called me, I was still ecstatic an hour later. But was this the same ecstasy as the ecstasy of my guru? You cannot judge about that. You feel intoxicated, full stop. We cannot judge about all those different energies. And Johan told me, yeah, Lalita, he said it in his video this morning. Lalita said in the car that she felt my ecstasy. So what? Yeah, that's true. I said it. Luckily, he had ecstasy. Otherwise, he wouldn't be capable to give any class. Yes, he was ecstasy. Yes, he received the mercy of the Lord. But first of all, I grew up. I can feel and see much more now. Secondly, I always felt something dark inside of him as well, to be honest. I remember that we were together in class in the house of Rade, and the Guru Maharaj was live, and we were watching him. And Johan did all he could to show that he was the most ecstatic person in our group, and he was laughing and shouting, and it hurt my heart at that moment. It was him. He only wanted to show off. He only wanted to show off. It was not ecstatic. And another time, not that long ago, I was chanting with him, and he went over me. Um, and I kept silent because I wanted to be with my Lord. I didn't want to show off. I didn't have the desire to show that I had more than him. On the contrary, because at that moment, I really had the desire to be with my Lord, to be away from the crowd. And I was just chanting, but he was making noise. He was making noise. And I felt then very deeply, yeah, you want to show that you are much more ecstatic than me. Poor guy. Poor guy. Why is this necessary? I don't have any need to go. I can shout louder than you if I want to. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? And I thought, yeah. Didn't give it much attention. So there, I felt already there are weeds. His classes were not very attractive for me. Yes, he preached that he is, by the mercy of Srila Gaura Haridas, I can understand everything now, but he didn't show what he understood. His classes were for neophytes. Why didn't he give classes for us? He always gave classes for neophytes because he could only talk to neophytes. He had nothing else better to give. What to say about all the talking bad and the lack of love for other devotees. Yeah, he chose the devotees that he visited as the empowered devotee who is going to visit Shamagori, and going to visit Madhusudana, and out of his mercy, as he never visited me unless he knew that Balaram was in Belgium, and then he wanted to see Balaram. That was very clear. I cried for it in the beginning. I remember that Balaram said, "You should love each other." I say, "Yeah, but I don't get the chance to love Johan. I don't have the chance. He pulls me away. He pushes me away." There was no desire. Now I understand he was extremely jealous on me. I, like so many, I always had to endure all that jealousy because I was a newcomer who received the ecstasy. It's not my plan, it's not my decision, it's Krishna who uses all kinds of examples for this to prove actually the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, that even a dog and a newcomer and a baby, etc., can receive the mercy. If you can't see through that, or whatever, But yeah, um, I feel now um, a real Krishna lover is a real Guru lover. You can only love Krishna if you love Guru really deeply from the heart. The Lord only gives you His truth, His deepest heart, when He knows that you love His beloved devotee. And that's what I don't see in Johann. And that's what I very, very deeply see in Janaki and in Govinda. Um, I feel that, and that makes you into real family members. And if he doesn't want to be a family member, that's his choice. When you correct him, of look, man, for such a long time in a sweet way, and he doesn't want to admit, and finally, the Lord in me exploded, and I went live, and I said, "You're not a real follower." He could have had that chance so long before to have go into dialogue with me. No, no, no. What he was so proud that he dared to say, Lolita and Srila will not agree with me. I have another opinion. And then he's surprised that the devotee finally reacts on that. And then doing politics for the oh my God, he's really completely out of balance. This is completely out of balance. This is really putana. And he shows his colors now. He really shows his colors now. Although his whole puzzle is falling apart. All his comedy, all his beautiful drama, it's fallen. Nothing is left from him. Nothing is left from him. He can't defend himself. He has no true ground to defend himself. He doesn't have, he's not backed up by Krishna. I am. I am backed up by Krishna. I can really defend myself. I know what he did wrong. But because he looks like a devotee, everybody is still, and so many are still following him. How is it possible? Even if Guru says it day after day, oh, Radhe, oh, I believe my Guru, oh, I believe everything he says. But you're every day in Johann's class. You took the shot. Yeah, I believe you have no respect. You don't know what respect is. And if I try to teach you, you're angry on me. This is unbelievable. 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 Oh my goodness. Guru Maharaj, he can predict. He says, Lalita will go live. She has a lot to say. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I would say all this now. I thought I would just read. I didn't know. He knows. He knows better what I have in my heart. And it's coming out, man. What are you, guys? Some powerful putanas come to our Sangha to test us. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, la, la, so many comments. Oh, Abaye, nice to see you. Yeah, that's where I stop. Now I see. Chaitanya says, yes, we need to reach the Raganugas out there who are lost without our Guru. Exactly. Guru melts hearts. Unbelievable. I experience that every day and I love that. I love that. I love that. Our pillar and strength, Siragora Haridas. Yeah, please accept my obeisances as well, Abhay. Dear Smiths, Hare Krishna. Thank you for coming. Every second is word, spirit of God. Guru is a big magnet to me. I know he is. He is the truth. He is the truth. Absolutely. He is the truth. He represents that deep esoteric truth, that deep conclusive truth. He's the flute, man. He's Krishna's flute. The Lord tells me to clearly, so clearly, Sri Gaura Haridas is beyond this world, far beyond, exceptionally far beyond this world. Being a manifestation of Lord Nityananda. I love that so much, Nitai Chandra. Having the power of Nityananda. You have no idea how powerful Nityananda is, how merciful he is, how much impact he has on the Lord. He's our lawyer. The Lord accepts us because of our Guru, you know. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Shiva. He's like an incarnation of Krishna who kills the demons on us, like the past times, with the sword of spirit and truth by his word. Jesus says, the words they do to the least of them, they are actually doing to me. That's it. That's it, absolutely. That's like when Paul was killing the Christians and Jesus said, Paul, why are you killing me? Yeah, they're killing it's Jesus, they are killing the Spirit, they're killing God by killing the Christians, those who are carrying that potency inside, those who are protecting their Lord with their bodies, those who even want to be killed, they don't care. See, Christiana, Arjaya, see now Johan using Bhakta to fuel the desire to be Guru and name and fame, like the Srila Prabhupada followers. Yeah, because if you don't want name and fame, you don't defend yourself. If you don't, because how long is this going on now? Openly, a few months, and covered much longer, that I said, and that I remember that I had a talk with Johan about this purification. There must have been other talks. There have been other talks between me and Johan that he did not want to. He was the ecstatic one, and he knew better, and he never wanted to give up his right, his little baby right, putana right. Pride is a slow poison. Yeah. Also, not being capable to have a dialogue with the others, to listen and to grow up, to be like an adult. No, like a child who's playing with a ball, taking off the ball and insulting you. And no, come on, man, this is not for Raganuga Bhaktas. Look at Gadruma coming to the Sangha. Gudrum, to find a man and then giving trouble to the new people, and to the ecstatic ones. I've had few of them message me since I got back with doubts and questions for me about Gorahari. Really? It's true. There are putanas. Be very careful, Chaitanya. Tell me the names. Write it to me. See, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Also, Janine told me, it's true there are putanas seeking prey. It's not that prey. Find someone else. Lalita, you're not to be afraid. You're God's beloved, Guru's favorite. Yeah, but they can be afraid of me now because I'm fighting. I'm really fighting for my Lord and for my Guru. They can be really afraid because I go for it. Unfortunately, my English is not good, because in Dutch I would defend myself much better. I put them in their naked body, man. Uh, see some powerful putanas come to our Sangha to test us. Yeah, yeah. Arja was a powerful one. He was. But Krishna always wins. They can cause some damage, but Krishna always wins. Siragoraritas is my spiritual, biological father. It can't be changed. I'm born of his ecstatic love of God. That's so beautiful, Chaitanya. Really. I shudder to think who I would have become without Siragoraritas. I mean that from my heart. Yeah, I know you mean that. And I have the same feelings. Without my guru, I cannot think about what I would have been. Oh, it would be such a boring life. My guru gave me the most beautiful life, the most beautiful future, most beautiful perspective for always and always and always. He gave me self-realization. He gave me that deep connection with the Lord. He gave me Jesus Christ. He gave, oh my God. He gave me Lord Chaitanya. So much beautiful understanding. He gave me a life every day. I know where to live for now. I don't, sorry, Abaye Devidasi, I don't understand Sanskrit. So you should translate it for me. Adilila 1731. I need to find it then. I'm just glad I'm here, says Nitai Chandra, growing day by day, killing my demons and purifying me and giving me more taste, attachment, and spiritual experiences and feelings with the Lord and his devotees. Jaya Silagora Haritas, Guru and Vaishnavas. Jaya Silagora Haritas, Guru of the Vaishnavas. It's powerful, Guru. It's very powerful, Guru Tattvaya. Very powerful, gegeven concept. Yeah. Your lessons today protect us forever. Yeah, I went through that, Chaitanya, and they look like a devotee, and even Guru saw them as a devotee because they are very sneaky, and maybe they don't know that they are so false. Maybe they don't mean it from in the beginning. Maybe they were sincere, but the weeds of the pride start to grow over that Bhakti Lada beach. It slips inside. So we need to warn them in time. Hey, something is going on with you. Stop what you're doing. You're going in the wrong direction. Yeah, happy to see you, Abby. Should or not, it is just a material different opinion. It is not just a different material opinion, Ivo. Siragora Haridas has transcendental eyes. It is not a material opinion. Things are written in the Shastras and in the Bible and are showing Silagora Haridas what's going on in the world, things that you cannot see because you don't have those same transcendental eyes. And even if you have a different opinion, you can tell this to Guru. You can go into a dialogue with Guru and say, Guru Maharaj, I don't understand it. Can you explain it a little bit more? And then later, Guru Maharaj, I still don't understand it. Can you explain me? Show how ignorant you are instead of saying, no, 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 he is wrong. I am better. I know better. See, but not wanting to show how ignorant you are, but you're ignorant. We are ignorant. That's why we need a spiritual master. Why else do we have a spiritual master? Abai, you cannot imitate Uttamadadikara, topmost devotee, by falsely being artificial and humble, like a blade of grass, and let him step all over you. Is that what is in Adilila? Let me see. Adilila, Adilila 17. Just a minute. Was it 17? Yeah. 31. One who thinks himself lower than the grass, who is more tolerant than a tree, and who does not expect personal honor, yet is always prepared to give all respect to others, can very easily always chant the holy name of the Lord. Yeah, but it's like Guru Maharaj says, you are not, Vaidhi Bhaktis think that you need to be humble. And you're not humble, Prabhu. Yeah, but no, and you are not humble, Prabhu. And everybody wants that the other one is humble. But humbleness is a state that you receive from the Lord when He has purified you. And humbleness is a state that whenever you had experienced it, you want to become more humble because you know whenever I am more humble, or maybe let's hope that one day I will be as humble as a blade of grass, because at that moment the Lord will give me more. Because when I am so humble as a blade of grass, that means that my Lord means much more for me again. I have less false ego then. I have no powerful idea about myself anymore. I think at that moment, really from the heart, deeply rooted, completely convinced, I am a piece of shit. I am a nothing at all. But my Lord is everything. And I glorify Him like anything. And my Guru is everything. And I'm a nothing at all. A piece of shit, a crumble of dust. When I am in that state, of course, I won't expect personal honor. Of course not. At that moment, I'm completely purified and I have no other expectations or desires. And I'm putting my Guru on a standard. And glorify Him and glorify my Lord. Of course, then I can chant the holy name easily, purely. I can chant the holy name of the Lord, not just the name. I can chant it in a holy way and go into a deep communion with Him and live in Vrindavan. Why wouldn't I give respect to others then? My false ego is gone. It doesn't count anymore. So, when Vaidhi Bhaktas, they use that sentence so much. You need to be humble and you need to be tolerant. No, I don't need to tolerate everything. No, a soldier of the Lord is a fighter. He fights for his Lord. I don't need to tolerate everything. I can I can play that I'm tolerant and then I'm a donkey. If I accept everything, I'm donkey. It is, oh, let's be tolerant. I have been tolerant, much too tolerant, my whole life, and even in this Sangha. For 6 years, I have been too tolerant, especially the first years. And I defended and I protected liars because I did not want to be a betrayer, even. I did not have the right view. No, no, we don't need to be. No, 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 no. We've got to fight with the sword what Jesus came for. We don't. Jesus was not tolerant as a tree, but what he brings when you're in complete bliss, you are very tolerant, but not for putanas, you know. You see the darkness. You will see the darkness with much, much clearer eyes than before. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, it never stops. See, oh la la. Yeah, dus Guru Maharaj says, you cannot imitate Uttama Adhikari, topmost devotee, by falsely being artificially humble. That's what most Vaidhi Bhaktas are. Artificially humble and false inside. Like a blade of grass. And then the demons step all over you, and then sometimes you become false like them. Because you're feeding each other. You're really feeding. That's what I see here now in the Sangha. I can easily see who has been fed by that and how they are feeding each other. Oh, so ugly. So I will support your dirt if you support mine. Cuss, yeah. Yuck, man. Disgusting. Paramatma used everyone and everything for his purposes, for who he is guiding at any stage of material and spiritual life. Srila Gaura Haridas is simply most complete manifestation of him, preaching conclusive spiritual truth and awarding Sri Radha Bhakti Devi, Holy Spirit, into our he plants, he gives her to us, Nitai Chandra. He has so much Radha that he can give all those little Radhakas all to us. Replying to evil. My opinion is spiritual. Yeah, a spiritual is always higher than material. The sadhus should inform the king and not the opposite, because it relates to Maya Tattva as it is. I see the motives of these demons, and you don't yet. Yeah. You receive spiritual eyes, and you get deep insight. In Maya Tattva, you get also deep insight in how demons work. You get deep insight into darkness, in the demons that are working inside of devotees and other people. The Lord gives you other eyes. You start to develop deeply spiritual eyes. That's why spiritual people are our saviors. And Maharaj, I wrote that wonderful verse because I like so much, and it's my desire for my spiritual life. That's great that it is your desire for your spiritual life. You will think about that verse later Abaye, when you become really ecstatic and more and more and more ecstatic, you will watch my words. Maybe you will remember that I told you that, and then that verse will have a deep effect on you. You will love it much more than now. It's great that you like it now. You will. It's good, and it's good that you know it unconsciousness that it's a good verse for your spiritual life. It's perfect. It's really perfect. Um, yeah, that stage will come naturally. Yeah, there has to be sincere apology. It's the only way in reality. Sincere apology means that you say, actually, I know what I did wrong. I take responsibility for it. Um, and I'm very, very sorry for the damage that I caused to this Sangha, for the damage that I caused to my Guru, for the damage that I caused to my Krishna. For the damage that I caused to ecstatic devotees. But before you can say that, there need to be a change of heart. And only the Lord can change your heart through hearing the real words of the spiritual master. That's why being chastised by Guru Maharaj is a mercy. It's really mercy because it gives you the transformation that you need. You need that transformation. Yeah. Repentance means literally go the other way. Yeah. So that's what has to happen for anyone who is going against Guru's criticism and instruction. Yeah. I understood not that long ago that in Catholic churches, when you before they offer the food and before you go into communion, you need to repent. Do you know that, Chitaya? You must know that. Mea culpa, mea culpa. I remember this from, I always went to the Latin masses when I was a child. I didn't have much explanations, but, and I didn't have to go anymore when I was 12, so I didn't go anymore. But that mea culpa, yeah, you've got to repent. You've got to repent before you can go into deep communion with the Lord, because before you really become a trustworthy one for Him, before you can eat at the same table with the Lord. You've got to repent. You've got to fall at His feet and beg for forgiveness. And wonderfully, He always forgives. But if you don't ask for forgiveness, how can He forgive? How can He? If you don't want to have a change of heart, how can anybody ever forgive you? It's not very logic, isn't it? Oh, tell me those names. Oh yeah, good idea, Guru Maharaj. Yeah, good idea. Yeah. Yeah, good idea. I also want to know those names, but you will tell me. Maybe it's better I use Google Translator. Oh, it was perfect. Everything you say is so nice to understand, Abby. You don't have to think that your English is much better than mine. Try to see the lesson in this. Yeah, we see things that you can't see yet. Because the Lord opens your eyes. That's why Jesus said, oculum habent et non vident. It's a Latin sentence that I remember from the message. Oculum habent et non vident. They have eyes, but they can't see. You've got to see through esoteric, transcendental eyes that you receive after getting purified, after receiving the Holy Spirit and getting the purification of the Holy Spirit, after Srimati Radharani cleansed your heart, your temple. After Lord Chaitanya cleaned your temple, then Lord Jagannath comes with the truth inside of you, and you see everything completely differently. Then you have the real deep understanding um, of it. But it doesn't matter. You can write what you want to write. It is no problem. We will explain the deeper thing of it, how we experience it, and that's how you grow. That's how you see the difference between how Vaidhi Bhaktas look at those verses and how Raganuga Bhaktas look at those verses, because we received that spirit. We have been cleaned out for a part, not completely, but we have been cleaned out and we have certain transcendental experiences. And the Lord starts to trust us and to share us the deepest truth, the meaning of the verses. That's what I always wanted to have. What does it mean? What do those pastimes mean? Why are they there? Why is Krishna bringing us a fairy tale? No, I want to know the depth. Don't talk about the little blue boy who's playing with the monkeys. Come on, guys, this means something. No, Lalita. No, and you're not surrendered. You're not a real devotee. You're a Mayavadi. That is so true now. And Goraharitas, Sela Goraharitas, he knows this esoteric, deep meaning behind of those pastimes. And that's so interesting. And when you receive those eyes, you will discover things yourself, even things that Guru never told you. You will have those. These are the jewels. These are the jewels that the Lord is giving to you because you give him your devotion. You show your deep heart, and when he sees that, he starts to give you boxes of jewels. So yeah. You're welcome. That's their way of life, but I don't fit there like that. I need my raga nuga master. That's my only way. You're so powerfully inspired now at Chaitanya. Good heavens, man. There is only one I've ever met or seen. And me too, man. You take the words out of my mouth. And that's Srila Gauraharidas. Maybe one more verse. Well, that verse that touched me in Guru's class this morning. That verse about oh no, now I need to go to that other book, chapter 6. Her hips were full, her breasts were large and firm, seemed to overburden her slim waist, and she was dressed very nicely, and that's we fall in that trap. Oh yeah, but you look like a devotee. Even in Vaidhi land, most of them, they want to look like a devotee. They dress up like gopis. Oh my God, I can't, oh my God, they were like queens, full of jewels. And I was walking there in my blue jeans. Getting comments. They were dressed like gopis and in all those colors and jewels and then tilak and blah 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 and dancing this choreography like gopis, and I thought I will never be able to do that. No, and I couldn't understand. Yeah, Lalita, that's how they dance in the spiritual world. It looked so limited for me. They can't be true. This is not possible. But that's their limit view on how a devotee should behave. It is really material religion. It's all about the body. See? The Lord is not looking, He's looking at how you are dressed here. You know? When you chant, can real devotees recognize you? Can they see that you are dressed like a devotee? Do you have the symptoms of a devotee, a real devotee? Can you show the world that you go into that communion with the Lord? That He reciprocates? Can you see that the devotee is laughing and crying because of that loving exchanges she has with her Lord at that moment? Because she's so in love with him and he's so in love with her. Can you see the transcendental happiness? Can you hear the vibrations that's coming out of her or his mouth? Is it touching your heart as well? Do you feel that your heart is melting by seeing this beautiful presence of the Lord? Can you see that she or he is a devotee because she or he is calling the Lord and he comes? He is the servant of that devotee. He comes immediately. She calls and he's there. There must be a devotee. Otherwise the Lord wouldn't come, isn't it? Is that not more convincing than a red or a green sari? And earrings from here to there. And choreographic dancing. Oh, it's so poorly. And the Swami step. Are you a devotee? Because they're doing the Swami step. What difference does it make for the Lord? He wants to see your pure love. He wants to see that you're in love with him. That you have desire to grab him, to embrace him. He wants to see that you want to know him. In the depth that you're begging him. Show your face, my Lord. I want to know you better. Please give me a jewel for today. Krishna is not stupid. He's not into fashion, you know. Come on. And then the Indian devotees would be more accepted than people who are living in Africa and have an utter completely idea about how you should be dressed. Come on, don't be naive. But in our Raganuga Sangha, you also have devotees who are dressed like really Raganugas, who have those symptoms of ecstatic love, so-called. But you've got to be a connoisseur to really know you're a fake and you're a new one. There is one that I know for a few years. Oh my God, when I hear his chanting, I close my ears. He really wants to show. And then you say, but when I talk to you, your talks about Krishna make no sense. It's Mayavadi talk. You can't be an ecstatic devotee. But neophytes think that he's ecstatic and they fall in that trap. So we need to protect newcomers. We need to protect those very little fetus Krishnakas in the hearts. Otherwise, they will die. They will hear inconclusive truth. And little Krishna doesn't want to be fed by that. Little Radhe doesn't want to hear that. She will disappear. She doesn't want to hear those speculations. So you've got to be really strongly connected to the real spiritual master who can distinguish a real devotee from a putana and can tell you, hey, whoa, 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 don't follow this one. Maybe block him if you're not strong enough. Don't call him. Don't listen to his stories because he will tell you wrong things. He, so maybe they externally they look like Raganugas, but these are the Sahachas. And it's because of them that Vaidis think that all of us are Sahachas. And we need to protect this. Not all of us are Sahachas. And the proof is, if you hear my guru's preaching, his opinion is completely different from the others, independent from other gurus, but completely absorbed by the knowledge of the Shastras. You can always find it back in the Shastras. Then you are connected to a real connoisseur of the Lord, not a Sahaja. Then if your heart starts to melt, if your arm starts to become paralyzed, same with your legs, if you feel that you start to become in a deep bliss, and if you feel that every time your heart starts to beat when you hear conclusive truth, that's the real guru. That's not a sahaja. That's a real devotee, a real Raganuga master, a real Raganuga master. Siragoraritas is a real Raganuga master. He will bring us back to Godhead. He has it all. He has it all. He has the spirit, he has the power, he has the truth, he has the knowledge, he has the love. He's guided by the Lord, that's why he can guide us. And he got the order of Srila Prabhupada. Let's see. A few more comments. Oh, guys, you're writing so much. Madhusudana says, it is true because rules are not the conditions to attain Raga Bhakti. It is spontaneous. Yeah. However, following the devotional rules in Vaidhi Bhakti can be taken to the stage of Raganuga Bhakti. How? Yeah, during the initial, sorry, I tapped on the wrong thing. It's gone. Oh, what did I do wrong now? Oh yeah, it's back. During the initial stages of Vaidhi Bhakti, we may not have a taste in devotion. It may appear like a mechanical process. However, when we sincerely follow the Vaidhi Bhakti with the mercy of Krishna, we will be getting purified stage by stage from material contaminations. Slowly, Madhusudana, life after life, with the decline of material contaminations, attachments, we will develop emotions towards Krishna and then advance further in developing love to Krishna that further leads to the stage of Raganuga Bhakti. True, but you don't have to be a Vaidhi first, because I wasn't, Amy wasn't, Fanny wasn't. We were not Vaidhi Bhaktas. We received the mercy just like that. And so you don't have to follow that Vaidhi path first. And if you choose for the Vaidhi path, it's sometimes very difficult to leave that path as well, because you're completely convinced that you are the controller, and it takes lives and lives and lives and lives. So yeah, it is okay to follow the Vaidhi path as long as the real Raganuga master is not there, as long as the real Raganuga master did not receive the order of the previous Acharya, but he received the order of the previous Acharya. That's why all of us are ecstatic devotees. We received that mercy. Guru Maharaj is coming down. Dude, coming here regularly and not destroying your life, otherwise it's regulated devotions.
Hey, can I say a few words?
Of course!
Move over, babe. All right. Madhusudana Das. Yeah, that's inconclusive. See, again, you're bringing the Vaidhi Bhakti in to this preaching. And you didn't hear me all the time. See, you say, no, Prabhupada said this. I know you're saying, I've said, convinced everybody else probably, but you and maybe Johan. And you're thinking, well, you see, Prabhupada said that you can develop Raghunuga just by following the Prabhupada, but actually he contradicts himself because he says you really can't. In Chaitanya Lila, that's a preaching for neophytes. It's not feasible. That's a many lifetime path. That's the Narayan Raj preaching. Oh yeah, many lifetimes, because he's teaching that way. Narayan Raj, Prabhupada was introducing people that. We're introducing people to the mercy of Lord Chaitanya, which speeds up the whole process. And most, what we find now, most Vaidhi Bhaktas have been trained like that, and therefore they're not open to this teaching. It's better to get an Amy or a Nitai or somebody that's not too attached to the long path, because they're ready to move on, or they don't know about it. But you see, that is a big obstacle, because you think, oh, Gohar is saying something different. Well, yeah, of course, Jesus said something different than Moses, who taught the rules and regulations. Yeah. So if you believe the Moses path, which is also a long one, you're trying to attain the kingdom of God by works. It's the same thing with Vaidhi. You don't have attachment to the Lord, and you're trying to work for attachment. That could take you many, many lifetimes to become transcendentally attached to Krishna. But here, the attachment is already here in our Sangha. We have that here. We have that commodity. We have that treasure. And so we're distributing that treasure, but that's the Vaidhi path, and that's an obstacle now. That's actually the mode of ignorance. And that's what you do, Madhusudana. You always do this. You always introduce this Vaidhi stuff back, and that you post Prabhupada stuff and all of that. And that's why you're not on this path. You can't understand what I'm saying. You have different ideas. You're not a candidate for this path. That's why I unfriended you, because you're just not a candidate. You've been here 6 years, and you still don't think you need a Shiksha Guru, because that's what you accept, maybe Prabhupada, but you don't say, because you keep it all inside. That's tricky and sneaky, because inside you're vibrating with, I don't really believe, I'm not really a believer, I'm not, and vibrating that, but don't say anything. I don't want that, man. I want honest, frank people here, and you had 6 years to figure out what is the necessity of a bona fide guru. And if you want to advance, you definitely need one. And that's why you haven't advanced. You're just like you were. You haven't changed really inside, and you won't change. Just like the Vaidhi Bhaktas, if they want to change and go to the next level of Bhakti Yoga, they have to come to the empowered devotee that's empowered to bring you to that stage. See, that's Shiksha Guru, and that you treat them like you're the initiating guru, or whoever you think initiated you in whatever way. And if they were bogus, then you treat them better than them, because there's so many bogus gurus who are just false. They're Putanas, man. They're false representatives of the Lord. They're religion. They're religion. They got the Vatican. You got so many Hare Krishnas. They're not bona fide. They can't prove they're bona fide. None of them. That's their game, because they can only fool neophytes. See, the ecstatic worship we're doing here is very powerful, and it protects us. Like she read in the early verse, those who do their duties of hearing and chanting about Krishna, but not just do their duties of devotional service, they're protected from the putanas and all that. But you have to be doing 10th canto type of devotional service. That's ecstatic devotional service. That's pure devotional service. And then Krishna protects you from putanas. And how do we know it's like pure devotional service that you're protected? Because you can look at ISKCON. Most of the leaders are the hypocritically devout, and the neophytes can't tell. Look at Abiye. She's coming here, and she's just starting to become aware that her soft heart has actually been a stumbling block in a way, because people step all over your soft heart. It's not, that's, that your heart has to be spiritual. You cannot step on a spiritual heart or hurt it. It's spiritual. But the material heart, the sentimental heart, even its good and goodness and all that, the demons, they play with you. They step on that heart, and they don't care, man. They don't care about you. You don't think I've been through that? I was in ISKCON for 5 years. They threw me away like a dirty dish rag when they used me all up. I was miserable there, from all the abuse. See, it's not the kind of here, there's chastisement, but you get benefit, man. You change and transform if you're transformable. There's a lot of putanas, they don't change. Arjai never changed. A lot of these devotees who left here have that Christina, she may not change. She may die like that. That's called Guru and Vaishnava Aparad. See, like Johan, giving him a chance to change. You notice he's squirming now. He's squirming. He's hissing. See, I wanted to get the hiss out of him. All this. And that's how you do it. I mean, it's Vishnu has a club. You don't think he gives that club to Guru? What do you think the club is for? Oh, let me give you a flower. Oh, Trinichipada. See, like I was trying to tell Abiye, listen, it's a beautiful verse. Yeah, but, you got to realize that by first distinguishing the difference between a demon and a demigod and a real devotee. Because the demon can't help you other than make you miserable. And the demigods, the good people, the good teachers and good gurus, they can help you to a certain extent. See, but the devotee, the pure devotee, the intimate associate of the Lord, who's empowered to be guru, will deliver you. You got to make those distinctions. You can't treat them all alike. Oh, I just want to be. That's what the ISKCON people do. The leaders do. They take the scriptures and twist it, and they say, "Be humble, Prabhu." Don't you see? It says, "Be humble," and they're as proud as can be about it. Don't question authority. Be humble, Prabhu. Just stuff it. Come on, that's they use and speculate on the scriptures to control people. I'm here to free you from that. Take shelter of the truth here, not this kind of. That's we hear that all the time, and you see the devotees are always weak. I just want to be humble. Oh, I want to see everybody. Oh, this Shamaguri, Gudrum, she's a devotee. I just want to be her friend. She's your big enemy, man. You got to see that. She's the enemy of herself, and she's being engaged by the enemy to whoever wants to associate. You got to know that. You cannot go to Trinichipa, whatever that, being humbler than a blade of grass artificially. You got to make the distinction. You got to be a Majjamadikari who can tell who is innocent. And I guarantee you, Shamaguri, that Gudrum who wanted to be your friend, is far from innocent. She'll shed your innocent blood. And then you'll be one of those killed by Putana spiritually. You know how you're killed spiritually? You lose faith in the next level, which this is. That's why I say, try to hang in there because the tests are coming. Already some devotee, was that her that said that they keep people are contacting her?
Chaitanya.
Yeah, Chaitanya. They're contacting you because they're doubtful. Yeah, because it shows you they're not purified enough, and they're not purified enough to see the truth of this preaching and to be really faithful in Guru. There's some hypocrisy there. And they might even be ones that are saying, oh, Guru Dev, oh, Guru. But now I doubt you, man, because you're confronting Johan. Yeah, because Johan is your friggin' Guru, not here. This is the trick of Putana, to get you to believe in the unpurified and their speculations, which controls you and gives you real doubt against where the empowered devotee that's actually proven, that shows that people are being delivered who are faithful in this preaching. See, so you come here, you'll develop intelligence. You won't be bamboozled by these false religious leaders. Hey, man, abandon all varieties of religion. That means that those ISKCON gurus, they're all religious leaders, man. Abandon it, can you? Well, you can't unless you get purified here. You'll always be like, well, I don't know, man. I don't understand. Why are they so mean to me? Why do they treat me wrong? Yeah, I don't know. Because you got no power, man. You get power from the deliverer, man. The one who's empowered to deliver you out of the illusion. The real guru. You've been singing a song, for God's sakes, for 40 years, some of these devotees. Sri Guru Charana Pradma, by their word, my ignorance is destroyed. Oh, wow, God, I was believing that I had to be humble. When they said, be humble, just because something was wrong and I wanted to say it and they wouldn't let me say. And I went against their speculations and they said, be humble, Prabhu, repressing me. See? Hey, man, there's a little bit of ignorance gone. You'll feel a lot better when you're free from that. And that's why they're afraid. I don't know. See, they control you by fear, man. What's the big difference between that and the world? Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab trying to get you in fear, man. Fear. And then you're under their control. See, because you believe. See, like even in our Sangha, people believe in these people trying to control them by fear. That's why you get the shot. You're afraid. Johan, big guy, huh? He's afraid. That's why he got that. Afraid of something. 99% recovery rate. Oh yeah, I'll put poison in my arm. I don't believe Gohar does. Why should I believe him, man? I know better. You see? You see the Putana? Putana knows better. Christina's got it too, right? Huh? Mm-hmm. She's the guru. And Johan's a little subtly, he says, well, I want to stay here because if Gohar gets to know, I'll be out of here. See? So he's been around for a while. But now, it's expose time. Yeah, and you see, they always do that. They go against the opinion. And some of you guys have been affected by him because subtly you think he's like your guru because he's an ecstatic devotee. Baloney. Baloney. Baloney.
Mixed with hysterical behavior.
Yeah, hysterical stuff. He's always had that a little bit anyway. So anyway, this is it. You'll surrender, not surrender your intelligence. You'll surrender by intelligence. You know who said that? A.C. Bhaktivedanta Prabhupada. And I'm just repeating. That's how they surrender with intelligence, not surrender their intelligence. That's what they do in religion to control you. They don't want you to be intelligent. Just like in the world of politicians, they school people so they don't become really intelligent and critical thinkers. That's what Maya does. That's what Maya and religion does. They don't want to tell you. They don't even know themselves. They can't know. Just like here in the Sangha, the Putanas. They're not exactly conclusive. But they try to act like they know so much and they speculate on all these things. That's the false devotee. See? And they always go against the real devotees, right? They don't like Lalita. They claim to like me, but it's just a hypocritical thing until I call them on their bullshit. right? And then all of a sudden it all comes out. Ugh, my guru, come on, can you see the friggin' hypocrisy? Oh, Johan, oh, Guru Dev, oh, Bhakti Bhakti Vedanta, and everything. I give him a little chastisement. I'm not going to call that guy a Srila anymore. He's going against my opinion. Yeah, you're right, man, because you're an idiot and you're a fool. And anybody who follows you is an idiot and a fool, and I don't want any part of you. You know, this place is not for babies, not that kind of babies. You know, it's for people who are, want to know the truth and be set free by the truth. This is a one-way trip here, man, for the sincere. The ones who get it don't ever come back to this place anymore. They don't have to leave this world. We get taste for the spiritual dimension. What, we haven't proved that enough yet? You don't see that enough yet? Well, we'll prove it more because it's fun. I like worshiping God in ecstasy and intimacy, showing what has not been shown in 550 years and only behind closed doors, since Prabhupada and Bhakti-Siddhanta Bhaktivinoda, So here you get to see that and you don't appreciate it. You hit the door. Don't let it hit you in the butt fast enough. Madhusudana, that's why you're blocked, man. You don't care about it. You don't want a guru. So, hey, man, I don't want you. I'm here to teach the path. The path says you got to have a guru. Even if you're a prima bhakti, you would take a guru here. Just like Gadadhar took Pundarik Vijayanidhi. You out of your mouth would be confession. All glories to Lalita Ganga, like even your guru. You ever see him? You ever hear him say all glories to Lalita Ganga? All glories to Govinda? He doesn't even want Govinda over there. That's because he's a part of me. And she's a part of me. We're family. I'm sorry, what are you all, Mayavadis out there? You don't believe there's a spiritual family? Well, here you get to see it. We're blood brothers and sisters here.
Blue blood.
Blue blood. Yeah, this is a no-joke Sangha, man. This is a no-joke Sangha with lots of jokes. Figure that out. Paradox. All right. Did I need to say anything else? Yeah. So, Madhusudana. Yeah, see, so the Madhusudana quote. See, he quotes Prabhupada. See, in other words, Krishna is hiding the conclusive truth from him, and he only can understand Prabhupada's idea. He can't understand this idea.
And he sounds like somebody who just arrives here.
Yeah, he sounds like somebody just arrived. Oh, Prabhupada said this, but he won't even ask, is this the way it goes? No, because he thinks he knows. Yeah, you see, Gohar, he's teaching the wrong thing, but I'll be here for the energy. I'm telling you, man, we got some real smucks here. I'm sorry, just how it is, man. We're public preaching. So thank God that Krishna protects us here. And if you want protection, you'll take protection of the ecstatic devotees here. And if you're not humble, now that's humility. Don't give me the preaching, not these humbler than a blade of grass, if you can't take shelter where the shelter is. See, then you start to learn what real humility is. That statement is an ecstatic statement of an Uttamadhikari who has gotten the mercy of the Lord, special mercy. Yeah, and okay, it's great, it sounds good and everything, but you cannot artificially be like that, because I'll show you how it works. You try to be that, and then these leaders say, Trinichi Pada, Trinichi. Be humble, Prabhu, humbler than a blade of grass. Let me step all over you. And you feel lousy and you wonder, why is that? Because you don't have a teacher like this here talking to you, telling you the truth.
Yeah. Humbleness is not being in a state of being at least I'm humble. No, humbleness is happiness.
Yeah, and it's a transcendental emotion. Yeah, it's a mellow of devotion. That's why you see some devotees are soft like a flower and hard like a thunderbolt. Just like all these are devotional moods. What's being expressed here and shown here is unusual and uncommon, because you see all a variety of transcendental mellow exchanges with the Lord. You see the chivalry sometimes. Isn't that nice? Isn't it nice to be? I mean, if you really want shelter and you really want to see a good movie that delivers you out of illusion, you see the chivalry, you see the adventure, you see the excitement, you see the thriller. You see all these things are moods, right, in the world. Where do they come from? See, that's why these are expressed in delivering devotees out of illusion. They have to. That's why the Lord comes and his devotees come and perform pastimes. And if you become attracted to their entertainment, because it's all a play for them, it's all a play for me. I mean, I just come here to play and deliver people out of illusion. It's the nature you inherit. You want to play. You want to feel this world. All the world's a stage, right? It's true. More true here. It's a stage to enact, for the Lord to enact his pastimes of delivering the conditioned souls. Okay? And without seeing the role models here of people like her delivered and how it's done and what it looks like and being delivered and all that, how can you understand the real path? How can you have faith in the real path unless you see witnesses, who are blissed out, living the new life? So you got to see, you stay here long enough, 30, 60 days, if you're sincere, not like Madhusudan, not like Johan, there are things hidden from them, because they're not real devotees yet. See? If you're here sincere and you want to find the real Guru and find the real Krishna, these things will all become clear. You'll realize, oh, wow, I found the role models. You don't see this here. And then you'll see the difference between this, the intelligence here, the transcendental happiness here in the advanced devotees, and ISKCON. And all of those big, large groups, big institutional bhakti groups. Okay? You'll see that otherwise not. You got to see this other side of the ruler. Otherwise, you get the short end of the ruler. You want that? The short end of the ruler? That's the Vaidhi path, and that's very short. You want the whole understanding? You got to get the other end of the ruler. See, that's the long end. See, it's the biggest length, right? When you got the short end, Vaidhi you could look at it as like the short end of the ruler. That's all you know. And you think, well, this is the way it is. That thing. There you got the short end of the stick, right? Religion. See? The long end, you got the truth. It's a Jesus trip. Worship in spirit and truth. What spirit? Ecstatic, intimate, truthful, real truth. Not a Johan truth. He's a wannabe. The Putanas always want to be. They want to be the guru. But of course they don't. Oh, glories to Bhakti Vedanta, blah, 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 blah. Then they got the two-face. But how dare he tell me what to do? I know better than him. Let me stick that needle in my arm 3 times, and then I'll lie to him. I don't care. I got no scruples, but I'll get you to listen to me, right? Am I telling you the truth, or is that something exact, or did he actually say that? Yeah. Oh, yeah, follow me. Listen to my energy. I'm a liar. I'm a cheater. I have all these things. I'm a squirmer. I'm a schemer. See, but I won't tell you that directly. That's Putana. Putana is very subtle and sly and sneaky. Didn't I tell you he was sneaky? Yeah, that's Putana. Sneaky. Yeah. It's all on record, man. He lied to his guru. Am I his really? No, he wants to be guru, man. See, he lied. Can you imagine lying? If I ask you directly.
Lie to Jesus.
Yeah. Or anybody, the guru, he's saying, oh, my guru is so wonderful and all this, but I can lie to him. Why not? I'll insult him. I'll make him out to be a liar. Doesn't that make me? I said, I know that guy is taking a shot. And you know what he did? This is the dirty stuff in Johan's mind. Okay? Dirt. This is the dirt. Oh, I'll tell a lie that I didn't get it, and I'll make him out to be a liar. Yeah. That's your guru. You want that? Go, please. Stay out of my face, man. I don't want crapola around my energy here. I just want to worship the Lord. You know, I only get like this when it's necessary to clean house. I just learned a lot from this. Just thank you for listening. But you get the idea? Can you imagine? The guy says, let's see, he's scheming in his mind, you know, because Putin is smart, sneaky smart. I'll cause doubt in Gohari, man, because he's saying he's declared that I took the shot, and I'll just say no, I didn't. So you see, Gohari's a liar, but we all know he did take the shot, didn't he? Didn't Freddie said? Freddie said, I know he took 3 shots. And this is who you want to listen to, Fanny, Freddie, or anybody else, or Rade, a liar. And he can't admit it. Even now, he won't admit it. He'll try to squirm out. I actually didn't mean it. Maybe I meant vacation. I took a vacation. See, another scheming thing that could be, man. Oh, I just meant vacation. Can't you see I spelled it that way? One way or the other, he was going to try and squirm his way out of it because Putin is smart, but not in the right way. She's stupid smart. She's not intelligent. So that's what you get when you go to classes from people like that. They're not frank. They're not straight shooters. And you're subtly getting contaminated. And if you're a baby, you will be out of there. You'll be poisoned because that's what Putinists do, right? You'll lose the battle. You'll lose faith. Just like that person. Johan has no real faith in me. Madhusudan either. You know, Tom either. But they hang around here. Tom comes for the girls. It's all material desires. Tom comes for the girls. What's her name? Gudrun. She comes for the boys. It's true, isn't it? And Johan comes for the glory. Name and famer, man. You know what Raghunath Das told the desire for name and fame and followers is? He called it donkey urine. So you're going to listen to a donkey drinker. He's intoxicated. There you go. Shake it. Donkey drinker, man. I'm going to make that guy admit that he's a donkey drinker. If he'll say, you're right, really mean it. I don't know. I don't trust that guy. He's got to be real sincere. We have to have, before Johan, we have to have a whole tribunal, you know, like to make sure the guy is sincere. He's very sneaky, you know? Sorry, man. I'll turn it back over to her. I think I said my piece.
Oh, but I wanted to stop, Guru Maharaj.
Huh?
I wanted to stop anyway.
Oh, good.
I wanted to say to Madhusudana, oh man, it's always you send things of Prabhupada, but this is a new mission. And sometimes when you ask things of Madhusudana, he knows things, he can find things in the books, etc. But here in class, it doesn't fit all the time that he comes back to this preaching on life after life after life. We do all our best to show that you can receive the mercy here out of Guru Maharaj's hands just by being here, just like me, not following any process. Just you receive the mercy, you hear, you get purified, you receive the Vedanta gradually.
Yeah. Now you're saved by faith in this word. This is the new message. This is the New Testament for the Vaishnavas. You know, and that's being saved quickly. Otherwise, could you imagine if the fishermen, Peter, Paul, John, all those guys, and the tax collector, Matthew, if they didn't meet a Jesus, they wouldn't have been saints. They would have followed the old path, the Old Testament. And the Pharisees, who are hypocritically devout, a lot of them, and they have fasting and all that, they wouldn't have become saints. But there was a new message, merciful message from God. See, and they believed it. See, it's faith in the message. Isn't that what's happening here? Look at Nitai Chandra.
Exactly the same.
Same thing. Look at her. She just from faith, the Lord awakened her. For myself too. The scriptures were enough for me, but it's not enough for most people. See, I had it probably from a past life for it to awaken that like that. But most people don't have that. They need help. See, so that's why we have the line, the authorized line. And so it's you're saved by sincere faith and love for Guru, for a real Guru, not love for a Jayapataka or Radhanath or one of these. They're not qualified. They can't prove it. They would never dare come before here and have a discussion because they don't have this kind of knowledge. See? So you see, Nitai Chandra, what is getting him out? He's developing faith, real, sincere faith, and he's getting experience now because of faith, not because he's a great devotee, not because he's intelligent or did a bunch of rules and everything. The guy had a drug problem and he has that struggle. But still, because he has faith, the Lord helps him advance spontaneously. Whereas these leaders, they don't have faith in this Raganu. They don't have faith in the good news. This is the good transcendental news for the Vaishnava. They don't have faith in it. So they stay stuck on the Vaidhi path, that level. Okay, fine. Do you want to be on that? Do you want to go back to that? Or do you want to move to this? You stay here long enough, you'll see how juicy it is, how dynamic it is. Look at us pointing out we're doing what the book says. It's in living color. You're seeing a real show, greatest show on earth. You're seeing Bhagavatam reenacted on the stage of the world. Krishna sends us some Putanas to teach, these things for the benefit of Putana. Maybe we can make a Johan or a Christina, get them to repent and to submit sincerely to the real path and a real guru, sincerely, not with the material motives and snake forked tongue. So it's faith, real faith in the message. And you'll find, all you do is hear the message. And it's I did that. When I got the Bible and the book, I had such faith in the message, I became ecstatic. I had the faith in the Raganuga message, not in the Vaidhi. It's like, ooh, what is this? This is not for me. I like faith in the intimate association and relationships of the devotees. Their transcendental behaviors and all that gave me life and happiness. Not, hey, you got to do this. I got to do this rule, this regulation, this ceremony, external stuff. I like the internal stuff from the beginning, man. You see, and that's what we're teaching here. You want that? You stay here 30 days? Of course you would want that. If you're sincere. If you're not, you might do two things. Ooh, I think I'll go back to Vaidhi, man, because I didn't hear anything here and I don't really get anything out because, I'm probably doing Guru and Vaishnava Aparad, thinking bad things about the devotees. So you probably could leave. Or you might be like a Madhusudan or a Johan, and Tom, and you just hang out here for 6 years because you get some energy, and maybe a few good, nice, pretty girls come around and you might try to hit on them. Maybe it's a dating service for you. Or maybe it's a thing. Maybe I can get Gaur-Hari's disciples to believe me, and then I can become Guru. I'll take the disciples and put them in a dark cave, of my speculations and my lies and deceptions, and they'll be in the darkness, and then I'll be the leader. And he thinks that's great. Oh, of course he won't admit it. Of course not. No. See, he doesn't see the glories of just simply relishing bhakti. Isn't she a good example? Look at her. She had probably more bhakti than me, and so much happiness in just relishing her love for Krishna and serving her Guru. Now, that's why I say, boy, she's got it, man. Man, I'm very happy, very happy that she understands these things. It's a proof that she's doing pure devotional service. She's not like a Christina or a Johan. See, Christina thinks, oh, I got ecstasy. I'm actually smarter than Gurudev where I got the ecstasy, right? Doesn't he think that? Doesn't Johan subtly think like that? Well, Gauri doesn't know what he's talking about. And that Bitcoin and vaccine, it's just mundane, And if you listen closely to what he says and how he thinks, it's material. You see, you can't get off the ground. Putin, can fool the newcomers. When I started analyzing, really looking deeply, like with the white glove, what's this? See this, Johann? Oh, no, let me explain. Let me explain. I was there. No, I didn't really mean that. No, I meant a vacation. I didn't mean that. I meant not vaccine. I meant vacation.
I didn't mean she fell on her head. I meant she fell on her bum.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't mean exactly. That's it in a nutshell. He's done that so many times. You cover up a lie with another lie. That's Putin's way, and hoping you'll believe it.
And the stupid ones, they believe it.
They
and
believe
they
it.
follow him for so long.
Yeah, exactly. Well, it's time to grow up. Are you ready?
It's here. What
else we got?
Can't see the line anymore.
Oh, the line. Here it is. Here. You want to go down or what? There it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it became a ball now. So many comments.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, due to coming here regularly and not destroying your life. Otherwise, it's regulated devotional service that becomes spontaneous with more taste and attachment. Come here regularly, and it all comes from that. And be practical otherwise. That's all anyone actually had to do. And you have seen people get results that way. He's a great preacher, Nitai Chandra.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm teaching here, we're teaching here the path of spiritual greed. Not the path of spiritual greed is fast. The path of spiritual greed is juicy. The path of spiritual greed gets you in the kingdom of God in this life, if you're a good candidate. If you're not like a Madhusudana, a slow learner, or like a Johann, it's going to be a little more tough, So, but they still could go. I mean, they can have a change of heart. It's the truth will set them free. It's whether they let it in. If Madhusudana is listening to me now and thinking, I don't agree with that. Oh, he's a bogus. And then it'll look like, ooh, grave and all. See, this is, no. If he changes and realize, if he's convinced that, okay, I can be saved by grace and by faith in a real guru. Then you have a chance. But if you go through your whole life, Madhusudana, and anybody else with another opinion, like Arjai and Christina and all that, you will die as you are. Not conclusive. And with your little, whatever that is, just false ecstasy or rays, which will actually dry up. I've seen it dry up so much in people that leave. Look at Mina. She had some juice, dried up. Look at Arjai. He had some juice. The guy was a sorry case, man. He basically forgot, and he was like just living in my motorhome that we gave him. And it was not a very nice existence. He's into politics. Really into politics. Taking it seriously. I only use politics for preaching. It's not the same as him and others that use. You could see it and listen to my voice, how I use it it's just for preaching. I don't have any hatred for Bill Gates, or these guys. They're Krishna's servant. They have a job. But you need to know, you don't want to be part of their job. You want to be part of our job, to stay around, first of all, in this world and preach, not to go follow their job like Johann did. See, this is ignorance. He didn't take it seriously. And so the Lord's taken him out. He knows the hearts. That's why he did what he did, because of insincerity. Can you imagine him saying, "Oh boy, the Guru Dev and everything," and then he goes in, and I said, "Really, don't do this." Wait, boom, 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 and getting some others probably to do it who are close to him there and believe by his example. Oh yeah, great teacher in our Sangha, right? You're a great teacher here. Yeah, I want to let you teach. Oh yeah, I want to let you destroy the Sangha. Not. It's war, baby. Hey man, you've been fighting. He's been fighting and putting some devotees in the dark for long enough, man. It's time now that what sometimes I wasn't even defending anything. I was just letting it, letting everything go, and everybody's kind of, some people think something's wrong here, but then, okay, so now we're into the battle. Now we got the shields up, like Star Trek, they put the shields up, phasers on. Yeah. And let's wipe this out, man. And hopefully it will wipe it out of him, make him a real devotee. And anybody else, can you imagine now when the Putanas come again? We're all going to know. So don't think this is not about, you think, hey man, Putana's going to get by your watch now. If you really listen and you're learning from all this. Don't you want to be free of Putana? That's the only way you can be in Vrindavan. She'll take you out, man. She takes out all the baby devotees.
Give us the eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, all you have to do is have faith in this word. You can check it. Haven't we taken the pastime of Putana and actually showed the living Putanas and Putana obstacle? Of course, Johan doesn't believe it. So what is that saying? He does not believe in the Guru's word. He doesn't, not in just my word or thinking I'm speculating. He doesn't believe in the book Bhagavad. He doesn't believe in the Putana obstacle. Why? Because he's blinded by Putana and he's not a real disciple yet. Because you guys, many of you understand what I'm talking about because you have sincere faith in not only my word, but the word of the book. See, the Shastras and the experienced devotees. That'll keep you safe. See, not blind belief. And the ones who don't hear me and they want to be big teachers and teach what? They can't teach you the 10th canto. Oh, he's a ratty, ooh, a lita, ooh. He can't teach you because he's under, Putana's got him by the neck, using him too. But these people won't get by here now. See, I've learned a lot being engaged in this service as guru. Hopefully you've learned a lot being disciples, anyone that is actually a real one here. Yeah. And that's good, when you find out who you are, that you have some doubts, because when the pedal's to the metal, and then, you're confronting real life situations, you find out if you're a real devotee. If any doubts there, it'll come up now, right? I love it, man. Let's put all the cards on the table, find out where we're really at. Isn't that nice? Yeah, I don't know. I wanted to keep that in the darkness. Sorry about that. Came to the wrong place. Remember, this is a grace place, What else we got there? Oh, it doesn't do that.
No. Not with the finger. Default is doing your own thing and having this association and guidance and standard, etc. This is the most powerful version of the path of devotional service that elevates anyone from any position by regular association, which is also symptomatic of prema bhakti.
Yeah, so it's dynamic here. It's great, man. If you listen long enough, you'll see, you'll appreciate the truth will keep you free. That's how the ignorance keeps us in illusion and keeps us bound by ignorance and the Lord's Mahamaya. But this truth, I know it's tough sometimes because some people, and maybe a lot of us, are attached to the illusions. Chaitanya Lila Das. What does it say?
How about we just learn to be in the family of God by following a guru who is from eternal Vrindavan? Srila Gaura Haridas is it's simple. If you actually want this path and not Vaidhi or insanity.
Yeah, I mean, look, Madhusudana, after 5 years, he's still struggling with his idea.
6 or 7.
Yeah, 6 or 7, still fighting to hold on. My God, why don't you let go and just flow? But that's your journey, man. Okay, what does he say? Is that again the same thing?
Yeah, it says. Yeah. Do you read it?
Yeah, okay. Describes prema attained through Vaidhi Bhakti. An example of prema arising from Vaidhi Bhav is supplied by the 11th canto, having performed his vows according to Vaidhi Bhakti. So now I'll watch, I'll teach you guys that Madhusudana thinks he knows so much. He's quoting a verse that's going to support his opinion. Let's see. I haven't read this verse yet. I'm going to read it now. Let's have a demonstration if he's so smart. Okay, let's see. See, it gets interesting here. You can't say that we don't have an interesting time here. Okay, an example of prema arising from Vaidhi. So the real thing inside, he wants to prove he's right. Okay, good. All right. An example of prema arising from Vaidhi Bhav is supplied from the 11th canto. Having performed his vows according to Vaidhi Bhakti, chanting the holy name of his beloved Lord, he develops great attachment as his heart melts with ecstatic love. He laughs very loudly and cries or shouts. Sometimes he sings and dances like a madman, for he is indifferent to public opinion. Okay? So it sounds good, right? Prabhupada contradicted that many times and said that Vaidhi Bhakti is a contamination for Raganuga. Okay, so there's that. And then Krishna, in the verses in Prabhupada's books, like in the Bhagavatam, quoted many times. You have to find it, but it's there. You're good at finding. You find these verses if you want to. Maybe you want to be right more than the deeper truth. I don't know. Yeah. So anyway, it's not by Vaidhi sadhana. It's not by mantra yoga, mantra chanting, mantras. It's not by austerities, renunciation, and fastings that one attains Krishna Vrindavan. See? It's through the devotees who chant the holy names with great ecstatic devotion. Now, why is that the better verse from that? Okay, first of all, let's look from experience. How many of those Vaidhis Bhaktis who are following even strictly have came to this level here of devotees here? Just from practical experience. You can quote that verse, but I'll quote this verse and as the stronger verse because this verse works. Not only do you see an ecstatic guru here, you see ecstatic disciples who believe in this verse and follow this verse and not that verse. See? Because that verse, where have we seen it working? You show me one ISKCON devotee. Show yourself there, Mr. Rule follower, if you're even a rule follower. Let's see how ecstatic you are. Come on, why don't you come give some classes? Now, I saw the ecstasy you have. It's a little bit like Johann, my friend, to be honest with you. And your conclusions are a little bit like Johann's also. So, what can I say? Yeah, a lot of burps. So do you see how, and I know you can't believe this because you don't have faith in a real Shiksha guru. So this goes over your head. I know it. But maybe somebody out there will be listening. See, so you can quote all the verses because there are millions of verses in the Vedas, and some say stuff like that. Prabhupada said stuff like that, then he says stuff like I say. See, and this is the stronger one because not only do the verses confirm it in the advanced course of Chaitanya Lila, but the experience of actually practically preaching like this and these verses make ecstatic devotees like this gal. When you get in the sun. What? There you go. Were you afraid that?
No, I'm not afraid.
You're afraid?
No, why would I be afraid?
I could see Madhusudana say, you see, even Bhakti Siddhanta, who wouldn't sit in his room with a girl, with his sister or anything. Yeah, see, that's what you get because you don't believe in a real spiritual master, man, living guru. You stay on a low level of consciousness in that way. All you can do is quote the verses basically out of context.
Mm.
See, this is the real context because God, that's why you see Narayan Raj was preaching that. And he told you, you're not going to get prema in this life. Just like I saw in that song, I couldn't find any ecstatic devotion like this level anywhere. Nobody, zero, not even him, because he's preaching that. See, I always love these deep verses, that show the actual way it works. Isn't that the way the Lord Chaitanya taught it? So think about it. He comes to devotees who are doing stuff like this. He comes to Jagannath Puri. They're doing years and years and years. And where's the ecstatic love? No, it's not going to be there in that life until an ecstatic devotee comes and gives you the new message, the new wine, the new conclusive truth. The deeper, the new message from the Lord. Otherwise, could you imagine if Lord Chaitanya didn't come? Those Vaidis there worshiping Lord Jagannath with motive and everything like that verse, they never developed ecstatic love until they accepted Lord Chaitanya. It goes for millions of Vaidhi Bhaktas until they accepted an ecstatic devotee and their conclusive preaching like this. I'm just preaching you Chaitanya Leela principles. That's not one of them. Even though it may be in a verse there. That's the hard way. See, but you'll preach that. See, you go against your real guru's preaching because you don't believe in this. You want to justify. You want to be, you don't believe in this. Well, maybe this is good. Maybe you're thinking, maybe I'm getting you to think a little bit about this. I don't know.
Throwing a little stone in the water. That's what
Yeah.
you're doing, Madhusudana. Why don't you speak from your own words?
Yeah. Did she follow this thing, doing the Vaidhi course? Wouldn't you rather do this path? Which is also bona fide because I got scriptures I just go with the stronger scriptures. Why go with weak wine when you got strong wine, you want to go many lifetimes and you want to prove your point there. What prove? Yeah, you prove the point. It takes many lifetimes. And because look at all these Jagannath worshippers, when Lord Chaitanya came to them, they weren't ecstatic and they even went against him. Just like you sort of do yourself, because you have, who knows what's in there? You don't bring it out.
No.
You're not really honest there.
They just quote some verses like Vaidhi Bhaktas do.
Yeah. You quote these verses to try to. I see when you do that, at least I'm getting something out of you. I see, oh, this guy wants to win. This guy wants to justify his position, and it really isn't, because if you look at the other verses and the experience of a living devotee, I mean, you should be going with that. You just go with the verses that don't work very well, that take many lifetimes, see, of endeavor. Prabhupada also in chapter 3 or 4 in a purport on this spontaneous devotion, he says that that the best you can do by doing this kind of bhakti right here, he says it, it's him. He says you can go to Vaikuntha, you can get that bhakti. There's some devotion in that. They have some prema in there, but it's not the mood of Vrindavan. And that's after flawlessly following that path. Oh, are you, Madhusudan, are you flawlessly following that verse? Or you just quote it and you sit back and do your, other things? See, why wouldn't you, out of intelligence, follow this here, the easy way? You can't follow that, can you? Why are you even quoting that?
It's just like these.
It's like I'm trying to be honest with you, Manas, and speak to you in an intelligent way. Why are all these Vaidis? Many of them don't follow even that, like really strict, and they still want to quote the verses, and they can't follow them. They don't want to follow them. And here you get in an easy way to be delivered that's based on other verses in the postgraduate course. And we give you an honorary entrance degree into the postgraduate course. Why wouldn't you follow this, Madhusudan? Don't you have any deep intelligence? That's not intelligent, quoting these things like that. But I'm glad you did. Okay? So, but you need to, if you have any honesty in you and you really want to go back to Godhead, you will go the stronger path that works. You're not like her, are you? Are you like Lalita Ganga? Maybe you don't think she's got anything consequential, which is ridiculous. But you want to be like her, you got to follow her path. You need a bona fide spiritual master, a living one, because you're not there. You're not a prema bhakta. And even if you were, you would be right here. Man, I myself, hey man, will you give me initiation, Lalita? Touch my head. Please. See? Say the mantra in my ear, please. I'm your devoted servant. Please bestow mercy upon me. Yes. I don't care if you're a girl. You can touch me. And I'm just getting purified.
But I love
Touch
too
my
much
head.
when I say the mantra.
She laughs too much. That's how much prema she's got, Madhusudana. Hey, man, you're on the wrong. You got to get on this bandwagon here, man. Even your guru take initiation from her. Why shouldn't you? Of course, you're too proud, right? You're too advanced. I don't know what's in your mind because you never bring it out. He never says anything.
He never says anything. Come on, now.
But he's thinking all kinds of stuff. I know you're thinking there, Madhusudana. I can see the mind going.
He's an encyclopedia.
What else you want to quote, Madhusudana? Come on, this is fun, man. I'm getting some new energy, man. I'm getting a second wind here.
Weakness of heart is an anartha. Thanks for this lesson, Maharaj, and all this nice sangha. Thank you, Abhaye.
Madhusudana, in the age of Kali, we're stupid. We need our guru. Exactly. We're all stupid. I'm stupid too, but not stupid enough to know where the mercy is. I trust it now. I had enough school of hard knocks with that. Okay, we need our guru to be ecstatic and conclusive, or we won't have it. Exactly. We need to understand time, place, and circumstance. That's exactly right now. This is the teaching. If you're not qualified to understand that, you'll be in the Vaidhi pile over there. See, and they can't understand. They'll believe in that verse and they'll follow the long way. Okay, that's fine. But it's my duty to at least give some people a chance. If you believe in this word, we just cut your time down in this Maya, of having to come back here again. Because if you become ecstatic like her or some of these other devotees here, how can you'll go right to Krishna? Because you don't have to go anywhere. He comes to you. Does he come to you? Who? Krishna? Radha?
Yeah.
Yeah. You like it?
Yeah.
You like their association?
Yeah.
You want to marry Krishna?
I did already.
You
No,
did?
I repeat it every day.
Oh, you get married every day. See, now these are the kind of ceremonies you got to get into. Not this once a year ceremony, bringing Radha and Krishna together, or going to Gaur Pranim once a year, and Guru Puja once a year, like the Guru with a thing, and Gaur Pranim, and what's the other one, Jamastamis. We have that every day. Come on, don't you want something like that? Every day we have a party here. Every day we're with the Lord. The Lord comes and visits us. We're very happy. He protects us. He makes our lives beautiful. Everybody but Madhusudana, he's got to struggle because he doesn't have real faith here. See? And that's just how it is.
Guru Maharaj, it's full of maybe 30 more.
Wow. That's a good class when there are a lot of comments like that. That means stuff is coming out, man. Yeah, it's great. Go ahead.
Nitai Chandra says, I think it's interesting how they all do this lower part of Vaidhi, not expecting to receive prema bhakti in this life, true. Yeah. And follow all the rules and regulations and talk about this humility, but don't weep over their positions.
Yeah, isn't it amazing? It's so like intellectual.
Chaitanya says, that's our reality, and not even those quotes can change the fact in our hearts. Then we need our guru and only our Guru.
Yeah, and so like Madhusudana quoted a verse that is actually keeps you from following Raghunuga Bhakti.
Yeah.
Remember,
Yeah.
I read the verse in Ragvartma Chandrika that if you consider that we want to go another way to then this path of greed, then you're not qualified for Raghunuga, because you'll say, no, I'm not qualified. I need to follow that path of following strictly rules and let the prema just awaken, which I don't see any of that going on. That's why Lord Chaitanya came here, to teach another way. I'm just teaching the way Lord Chaitanya taught, and especially Nityananda, yeah.
Andromeda says, brain flosses. Srila Gaura Hari does.
Brain flosses. Yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, you see, so you're not really a candidate unless you change and repent there, Madhusudana, and for this path. I took 3 shots. The 4th is next week, 4 weeks ago, and got the flu shot. Well, thanks for admitting it. That's great. That's good. I'm glad you did. That's how smart you are. Very smart. You see, and this is a person. This is Krishna. This is it's called,
4 weeks ago, Madhusudana, after all this teaching.
Yeah, all these teachings. And in other words, you don't have any faith in your guru. Well, I'm not your guru, of course not.
No,
So of course not. So you don't have any faith in this teaching here, but yet you come. See, and so I said, just do more research and everything. And I know you didn't, because if you did, you would know that I could flood you with so many things, but you have access to that. But you don't care. You don't care about your own life, to believe it or not. Otherwise, here a person, you come to the Sangha for years, you see people having ecstatic awakenings and all that, and you don't even want to give your guru the time of day to even trust, to even research it and all that. You don't believe in his word and all that stuff, and you go and get all that. You'll see, you ain't gonna last.
Well, that is an example of what I felt a while ago, that several devotees don't believe that Guru Maharaj is our savior.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, the guru, that you haven't listened. You haven't heard that the book tells you that the real spiritual master is your savior. So that's why I say, if you come here, try to understand what is being taught here, because that's how it works. If you want the fast path, you want to be delivered in this life, you need a savior. Savior is a person who has this bhakti. They have this potency to save you. The Lord uses them for that. Mm-hmm. So if you, after years, don't believe that, or you want to compete with the savior, like your guru, and do all these tricky things that Johan and Christina and all of these people do, then you miss the mark.
I need to select a little bit.
Yeah, select it,
Yeah.
Oh. Unbelievable. 4 vaccines, man.
Amy.
You know what? Maybe that's why you can't understand what I'm talking about or something. Maybe that's why Johan can't understand either. Your mind is.
Well, we know at least 3 from Johan. At least. Yeah. Maybe there are more.
Can you imagine? That's why I like to get rid of you guys. I don't want you around there. Madhusudana, what kind of example are you for others? What they believe you, and I'm telling you, you don't know diddly squat about that. You don't know the truth beyond that. You can't see through Maya Tattva. That proves it. That proves you don't understand Maya Tattva. You don't understand. Isn't that amazing? He doesn't understand Guru Tattva. See, Tattva means truth. You don't understand Maya Tattva, the truth of Maya and who's working there. You don't understand the demons and the demigods and their mentality. And you don't understand what a devotee is. You don't understand what a guru is. You virtually don't understand nothing but quoting verses.
Unbelievable for a twice-born Christian who received the Holy Spirit, not understanding Guru Tattva? After you received the Holy Spirit, Madhusudan, I cannot understand that.
Well, see, this, remember I said Christians need shiksha. See, because it's mixed in with things. It's not, they need, see, that you could say when love of God awakens by getting the mercy of Christ or Christ through a devotee, you're considered like Madhyamadikari. That's the middle ground. But if you want to advance, you got to become more conclusive. You got to understand the importance of Shiksha Guru. That you're not, if you still have like Madhusudan does, and Johan does, and Christina does, even though they got some awakening, my ex-wife does, that you don't give up your bhakti guru. You don't try to be better than them or equal to them. See, that is an anartha of oneness. See, this is the anartha of wanting to be one with God. And you only have that understanding. When you're in that want to be qualitatively equal with the Lord, it shows up that you want to be equal with Guru. See, that's why you see Johan's cavalier like, see, but he can't get out of the offensive thing. He's naturally offensive to the form of Krishna. And one of those forms is Guru. See, same thing with Madhusuni. He needs shiksha, but he doesn't accept it. So he keeps that contamination of wanting to be equal with Guru. Do you notice he wants to be equal with me?
Better.
Better even. Better. He thinks he knows more. Well, it always comes to be better because that's how Krishna gets you to fall. So that's why you cannot perfect your bhakti until you find the person Krishna and Radha and Lord Chaitanya is using to teach you what is a real Vaishnava's heart. Real Vaishnava's heart is like Lalita. Look how ecstatic she is. She's 100 times more ecstatic than you, Madhusudan, and she surrendered and she preaches for the real path. Because if you don't follow the real path, you don't get into the kingdom. She preaches for a guru, even though she's ecstatic, maybe even more than a guru. But she doesn't think, I'm better than Gaurahari now, like Christina. You see, is Christina the real path? Or is this the real path? The path is the devotee. Jesus taught it. He says, when you see me, you see the Father. When you see her, you see the Father. How? Or God. How do you see that? You see that in the example of Guru Tattva. See, only the Lord could make her, even though with ecstasy, she's not like Johan, who thinks, no, I'm ecstatic. Now I'm equal or even better than Gaurahari. Yeah, I'll go get lots of shots. I don't believe his opinion. Not really. I don't believe his opinion on a lot of things, actually. But I get energy here so I can carry out my baby stuff.
There is nobody better. There is nobody better than Srila Gaurahari, so I stay. But if somebody better comes, I'm leaving because I don't agree. It needs to be mine opinion.
Yeah, you see, that's the impurity.
Yeah.
That's why you go and listen to that. You become like him. You'll have that obstacle. She's not like that. That's why, didn't I say, listen to her? And if you think, oh, I want to listen to the Johan, see, again, you go against your guru's order and you go with his order. In other words, you start to be a follower of Putana and get more increasingly entangled in illusion. And you develop doubt in my word, which isn't that truthful? Isn't it? Go follow her opinion. Isn't she conclusive and ecstatic? She knows what it is to be a disciple. She's proven what is real humility, what is all these things, because the Lord is strongly deep inside and purified her. Johan needs a lot of purification. Same thing, Madhusudan. But it all comes in faith without guile, sincere faith in real guru and what they say, which is all checkable in the scriptures. Otherwise, if you don't believe, that's why I'm preaching hard now, because if you don't come to the point of faith in this word, there are a lot of words out there. Johan's word, even in our Sangha, Johan's word will misdirect you. Madhusudana's quoting of verses will misdirect you. Or maybe the Vaidhi gurus out there, maybe Purushet's word will misdirect you. He'll tell you, Gaurahari's not qualified, go somewhere else. Radhanath will tell you, Gaurahari's not qualified, go to Narayan Raj. It's not in our line, really. He's in the Godbrother line, preaching Godbrother stuff. Yeah. So, or you'll go to, somebody else and listen to their word. Well, anyway, I got a word here and this word works. What, you blind or something? You don't see the persons who believe in this word, believe, and she checks the scriptures. Janaki checks the scriptures. Others check the scriptures, you know.
Yeah, what Madhusudana now quotes is really back to 6 years ago when I arrived. Um, Meanwhile, you have preached so much conclusive truth. You have preached so much, you gave us so much beautiful arguments about real Guru Tattva that it became rooted inside of my heart. It became part of me. And he was in all those same classes as me.
You didn't get it because, Guru Tattva and following the real truth about the Guru and their importance is the door to this paradise. So Madhusudana hasn't even entered in yet. So he's basically back. He's still, how in school you have slow learners, and they're in the back of the class with a dunce cap on. That's to be honest with you, that's Madhusudana. So see, he's got a dunce cap. He's in the back of the class, not a very quick learner, and maybe he won't learn at all. Some people are special. Maybe we just got to put them. The Lord just put these people to work. Like, on the Vaidhi level back, or something, or, who knows? I don't know. He doesn't seem to care about himself. He took 4 shots without even, he definitely doesn't listen to my advice, but yet he comes here.
He wrote, and I'm still here. He wrote, I'm still here, meaning nothing happened to me. So
yeah,
it's challenging.
Yeah. You don't know. There's many scenarios with that. See, many scenarios. You can either die after the first shot. Some people, like in minutes, or they have that scenario. They have a lot of scenarios, a lot of experiments going on there. You may have an adverse reaction either immediately or in a few days. Okay, there's that scenario. This is you think you know it all because you're here. You might not be here soon because there's this scenario. See a scenario from that, whereas like a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, they say max. We'll see as it increase. You just have suddenly die. This is a lot of even on Twitter. Suddenly die, suddenly die, suddenly die. There's never been a time where this suddenly died thing happened thousands of times already. Hockey players are suddenly dying. And I'm sure you'll be added to the list probably, Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
you didn't even take a chance to look at it. You don't care about yourself. That's a symptom, And the Lord is misleading you in that way because you don't believe in Guru. You spent 5 years here. You're kidding me. This is the swashbuckler of the century. Yeah. I love you guys on the screen together in this way. It feels so good. Yeah. See, that's a Johann argument. It's not really clear. There are a lot of people that took the shot and they seem to be okay for a while, and then they die, and then nobody knows. He just suddenly died. Yeah, and they all say at the mainstream, they never say, it could have been the shot. Isn't it amazing? They never think.
No.
Even in our Sangha, Francis, his eyes were bulging. He got the thing, and after a while, his eyes are bulging with blood. What else? And hitting his head. I heard hitting his head on the boom, 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 boom on the wall.
During the night, a demon attacked him. That was the story.
And what about, don't you see, could have been that? No. See, under the whammy of the world. See, under the whammy of Johann being his servant, man, his little slave. Well, it's time to make a change there, Francis. Move out of that association. Don't serve it. You serve him, that's how you bow. I was trying to tell Abiye, don't serve the lower levels. Don't serve Purusha. He's just a Vaidhi Bhakti, man, a rule follower. You serve him, you'll become, you're still a new person. Look, you're starting to realize you got a soft heart that gets stepped on because demons love to step on. Even there's demons in the devotee guys. Don't you just believe? See, you got to see. It makes sense, doesn't it? That a person can have a dhoti and be a demon, right? A lot of people like that. But you come here and you'll learn to discern by symptoms. The narcissists want to win and justify their opinion. Yeah, exactly. I just want the truth to win. If he can convince me, like, yeah, quote that, and I'll quote these other. What's the strong? You guys can judge. I judge for myself. I'm going to follow the stronger verse. It works. I see from my experience so many people doing the Vitae thing, and they don't get love of God their whole friggin' lives. What? Lolita's crumbs and pizza. Oh, smart
We
guy.
went eating a pizza together. Yeah, I remember clearly. Oh, poor Jonathan.
You always, what is this? Amy said something. Go back.
Yeah, here.
Oh, you always say that. It's good class when there are a lot of comments. Yeah, it's every day. Yeah, get stuff going, man. Yeah. You won't see this in these Bhagavatam classes, these gurus. As soon as you get a questions up there, okay, time for prasadam. But my duties is to provoke thoughts by posting scriptural verses, life after life. That's my devotional service to my Lord Sri Krishna. Yeah. See, that's it. You see, and let me quote a verse for you, Madison. Thank you very much for being a little more real and out there. Okay. So Lord Chaitanya said, those who claim to be my direct devotees, see, Lord Krishna is your devotional service to Lord Krishna, right? Mm. Yeah, see, those who claim to be my direct devotees are not my real devotees, but those who are the devotees of my devotees are my real devotees. Because when you're a devotee and show the symptoms like a Lalita, look, she's a devotee of a devotee, obviously. Why? Because she's a real devotee of Lord Krishna, because loving your real guru, Krishna is very pleased and he gives you realization about himself. That's the way he works. But see, you are a direct devotee of Lord Krishna, but not really a devotee yet. See, you're inconclusive.
You're surrendered.
Gaur Das is concluded. And if you were really purified, you would say, God, you're right. I'm just a smuck. I'm a fool without the mercy. See, at least Gohari is a fool with the mercy. Now, do you want to be a fool with the mercy or a fool without the mercy? So you decide. See, even you're following that, but you see, that means you're not a devotee, because you didn't say, oh yeah, I'm a devotee of my Gurudev. My Gurudev is Gaur Das. You didn't say that, and you've been here 5 years. Come on, man. It's like, you're on another page or something. See, you don't get the desired result, which is being a devotee of devotee and also a devotee of Krishna. That's how it works, always did.
And he quotes those verses of Srila Prabhupada, but he's always present here in the Sangha.
Yeah.
While Guru Maharaj is provoking and sharing and the word, advertising this new message.
He's like Shamagurian ways,
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
And look at Johan too. He's also a kind of a Vaidhi guy.
He puts your picture on it.
He what?
Johan, he puts your picture on his post. Your picture.
Yeah.
That's the difference. But Madhusudana, you said you provoke thoughts, but nobody reacts on it. I see it. Nobody reacts. There is never a conversation. I don't react. Because I would like you, if you are a member of our Sangha, I would like you to explain those quotes of Srila Prabhupada, how we can use them here in our Sangha. But
yeah, I mean, if you're in the Sangha here and you're not, after 6 years, you're not really part of the Sangha because you're not surrendered to a bona fide guru. You didn't figure that out, or you have some other ideas or opinions. How can you be close in here? How can you be close? How can, this is a family. These are great secrets of bhakti that are given in the parampara system. You're not following the parampara system. And you may in your mind think, following Prabhupada and Jesus and all that, okay. And you got a living guru here. You're not in the parampara. If you did, you'd see this is the relationship of a living guru to Prabhupada and why it's necessary. You know, otherwise she wouldn't have been ecstatic like this and conclusive and understanding the real path. And the other devotees here, they know, but you don't know because you haven't followed you haven't understood the first step is accepting the bona fide guru as your deliverer. You're not convinced. You don't have faith in that. So that's it. Okay.
Yeah, what Amy says. Shall I read it?
Yeah, you read.
Without holding on to this life rope, I return to sinking further and further into the Maya quicksand. It's a life rope, yeah.
Yeah, and see, Madhusudan has never grabbed onto the rope yet, so he doesn't know. She knows because she grabbed onto the rope. And that's how you learn, because when you grab on the rope of Guru and the teachings, and then you get the mercy and you get closer, you're drawn closer to Krishna, then if somehow or other you let go, you know, you need it, or you for something misleads you, you notice you kind of drift back. And then you hold back. And then ultimately it's forever. Like you see, this is the advanced stage here with Lalita. She always holds on to her guru. It's not only like it is out of need, but it's out of love.
Yeah, you have it in your heart.
Yeah. It's out of love and to glorify Guru and the Vaishnavas and Krishna is an eternal affair. It always brings Krishna and it's from the heart. See? So persons like Madhusudana is a good example of not ever really grabbing the rope. So he doesn't know. He's just floating around there in Brahman or something. Yeah. He doesn't know the value like you know, Amy. That's why you have love for Guru, and then Krishna is merciful from within. He shows you things. You know, see, and that's very valuable. Even though you're alone, I see that you hold still to this. And that's beautiful. It's really wonderful. So, I'd like to help everybody, but,
You cannot force them to drink.
I can't force it. I'll just continue preaching because I like to preach the truth. It's important. Most people don't know it. It's because it's a great secret. You have to find a bona fide guru and hear these confidential talks. And if you're not, even while you're here, if you're not a devotee of a devotee, you're not a surrendered disciple of a real spiritual master, you won't understand clearly. Krishna will hide it. He's in your heart, man. He gives the intelligence or not,
Yeah, it's very clear. That is very clear. That's a secret. Guru is a secret. Forget to go to Krishna. Forget to have revelations to understand Krishna. Guru is a secret.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's why I'm just getting rid of people that have been here long enough and they're not ready to learn. I don't want you to be the example for new people. Yeah. I don't want them to look at you and see this person isn't surrendered. No, you just not following the path. I want the new people coming here to see the examples of people following the path taught here. Otherwise, you're just taking up space. And you're just causing problems. Ultimately you end up causing problems. Madhusudana went with things of my past, to try to, get Freddie and say, you see what Gohar is like. See, you're either used by Maya or Krishna. When you come here, you don't want to follow the path and get the protection of Guru and Krishna, then you'll be a servant of Maya within here if I allow it. Right? Can you see that? If I allow you to be in the intimate circle and new people coming, you're going to end up giving them problems. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that what I experience and you experience? Have you not seen Gadroom come there and chase devotees away trying to come here? Have you not seen Johan now? You start to see how he grumbles about his guru. It goes against the guru's order. He's not sincerely surrendered to Guru. He's ready to leave. Can you see? See, is that an example you want to see, or you want to see the desired results and just easy peasy into the kingdom? Yeah. Otherwise, we got, problems, and why you don't have to have problems. Did Krishna allow Putana to remain as Putana, or did he purify her and kill that false ego? Okay? So that's what we do. So you guys out there with these anartas, if you want to come and hang out, okay, but be ready for a rough ride. Because we're here to, set the right examples. Yeah. 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 Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You use your bhakti seed. Yeah, exactly. Steal the baby and exactly, leave. And that's what a lot have done. And so that's
ungrateful.
Ungrateful. That's just the way it is. You get the living Chaitanya Lila here. When you disagree with the opinion of the Acharya, and that goes on a lot of these levels here, like Johan and Madhusudana, you get a different opinion, and you become part of the false followers. See, this is a real follower example. Madhusudana and Johan are examples of false followers. They have the qualities of disagreeing with the opinion of the Acharya here, right? Spiritual master. You see that? See, it's a living book here. It's just 1 and 1 equals 2. You got to see living examples here of what works and what doesn't work, and it's confirmed by the book. How sweet is that, man? How easy is that? Who can ever teach that unless there's a real powerful teacher and teaching here being in use? Otherwise, you're out there in ISKCON and they got the book Bhagavad, right? And then they speculate on the book Bhagavad, the devotee Bhagavats do. And therefore, you don't get the desired result of love of Krishna. What else?
Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, there is a conversation between Lenita Kegel.
Who is that?
I don't know. But somebody answered that you were as good as God, as Gora, and he says, no, Gora is the real deal. But
okay, well, let's take that.
Yeah, Gora is the real deal.
Yeah. So, okay, see, Gora is the real. Well, maybe he's talking about me. Is it possible?
I have no idea.
Okay,
I have no idea. Before, I don't understand. This person comes in class and suddenly starts to write.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, that's true. Okay, well, anyway, saying Gora is as good as God. Okay, if you're meaning Gauranga, that's true. He is God. He's as good as God. He is God. Okay, but actually, if you found a real spiritual master who is being used, a by medium, then that kind of spiritual master, deliverer, acharya, is as good as God too. You know why? Because the Lord comes as that devotee. Achintya beta beta tattva, simultaneous oneness with God and difference in the nature of a guru. The Panchatattva is a great secret of the Panchatattva. They're all aspects of of God. He's Krishna. He's Radha. He's Advaita. He's Nityananda. He's Srivas. See, that's the Lord. The Lord considers the devotee, even the spiritual master, as good as himself. Actually, better. He considers better his very life, better than his life. That's the scriptures. So why shouldn't the devotees? And that's why you got to convince, not blindly, not like having an ego trip laid on you, a personality cult type thing. No, you got to see, if you've got a real guru, they match up with the scriptures. The Lord is using them to conclusively teach you and to ecstatically show his real feelings through that devotee as that devotee. That's guru, man. That's what you don't see anywhere else except here. Prove me wrong. Yeah. And if you did, so what? It'd be great. Oh, good. We got another representative of Lord Chaitanya in this world. We need many. Look at the state of the world now. We could use a few, right? The harvest is plentiful, but the workers are few. It's so nice. Lalita's getting it. Govinda's getting it. Janaki's getting it. Aman's getting it. Amy Rose is getting it. See, we're part of the same family. You could feel it. Can you feel Amy's a part of the family?
Yeah.
Do you feel Madhusudana as part of the family?
No.
How about Johan?
No.
See, we feel it. But can you perceive that?
Mm-hmm.
See, they probably don't even care, because, they're of another family. See, Nitai Chandra, we're feeling, he wants.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I feel it on his preaching and in his faith and his attraction.
Yeah. See, it comes by, what you say out of your mouth.
And the communication I have with him. And he has communication with Govinda as well.
When people start attempting to defame your character, that is a very snake in the grass behavior.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, that's how they get you, especially in our Sangha, if they want to be a big teacher and they defame. Well, actually, Gohar doesn't know what he's talking about. Oh, he's actually wrong. In my opinion, I want my opinion to be right.
This is what he said 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Those kind of things, so ridiculous.
Yeah. So, so why don't we take a break? Because my voice is, I gotta get, she's done. We need to walk a little bit.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, everybody. So many comments. It's
good.
Too many to read because it's already 3 hours and a half. So otherwise it will take us.
Amy, why don't you give a class and read the comments?
Yeah.
and give a little purport on them.
Voila.
What do you think?
Okay, so. Okay. See you all later. Bye-bye.